Today we have another Mondaine. Big thanks to the crew at Saltzman's in Rhode Island. Link in the description, as well as direct contact information to get a hold of my guy there, Richard. Maybe a code in there you might want to use if you're doing a little online shopping. But if you're going to reach out to him, just tell him I sent you. Say I watched one of the Random Rob videos and he said to contact you to purchase this watch, and we'll see what happens. But let's get into this guy here. Here's the hang tag. MST4161B LBV, $880 is the retail price on this one. There is a bracelet variant as well, and that's actually the link I'm going to provide down below because I couldn't find on their website this actual model. So you probably will have to call them if you want this one. I did, however, look on the Mondaine website, and this particular model says sold out, yet Saltzman's has it. So that's why you really want to reach out to these authorized dealers that I tell you guys about, like Saltzman's, because they are going to have or can get the models that you're looking for typically. So, and for Saltzman's, you have, Tag and Breitling and Mondaine and Citizen, Bulova. There's more brands. I'm forgetting them all, but there's plenty more. But let's talk about this guy. 41 millimeter stainless steel case. Lug to lug is a 47 millimeter. You can see that classic case design that Mondaine uses. Very much like the cylinder part is kind of like how they do their clocks in the railroad area in Europe and stuff like that. That's where this design, simple, legible design comes from. The thickness is 11.8 millimeters. So although it looks kind of thick, and that's because it's slightly slab-sided, there's not a whole lot of beveling or anything like that. It's just kind of, sharp angles, but it is only 11.8 millimeter. That's pretty thin. 20 millimeter lug opening, so you have plenty of options for different straps that you could use, and you have a 7 millimeter signed and red inlaid push-pull crown, keeping the 50 meter water resist. And across the entire lineup at Mondaine, if you get one on a strap, it might look like it's leather, but this is actually vegan leather or a sustainable materials type leather. They have moved away from actual real leather. So, and they are actually really nice straps, and they might last longer. I don't know. I haven't really tested that theory. So inside this is the automatic Sellita SW200 movement. And then of course it has that custom rotor, 26 joules, beats at 4 hertz. And it's just a nice little added touch that you get to see the spinny bits. Quick release spring bars too, of course. And then on the front side, very minimalist, and that's the whole point with these watches. They're very clean, legible, and just across their entire lineup, this is what you expect. You might add different colorways, black with white or white with a black. There's even some blue colorways. So I think it's very cool, but a lot of the times you're going to have that seconds hand with that lollipop way out at the end. That is kind of traditional. I know a lot of people like to see that stop to go movement, where that quartz hybrid movement the seconds hand will actually pause at the 60 and then it'll go again. And that's a regulatory thing that they had that movement done that way. But these automatics just kind of sweep at that 4 hertz, and then you have that hour and minute hand, very dark black, it's like a matte black. It's like the abyss black. Just really aids in the legibility of this watch. There are even some models that have like Lume on the underside of the hands. I think I've reviewed those before. It's pretty weird. It like casts like a Lume glow onto the dial from the hands. It's pretty slick. But there isn't any Lume on this one. So we're not going to do a Lume shot. We are going to do a wrist shot though. I am very interested in some of these Mondaines. I think I want to see more of the chronograph versions. I think they're pretty cool. But this one's really nice for a very simple, elegant looking watch that I think you could wear every day, no problem. This is a strong option for sure. It's under the $1,000 mark, plenty, at the retail price of $880, and you may or may not be able to get a discount. I don't know what the stipulations are with that. I know a lot of brands, they're really holding back on some of the discounts. I don't know if that's the case with Mondaine or not, but if you reach out to Richard or any of the sales staff there and tell them I sent you, they will definitely inform you of that scenario. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next vid. That's a wrap. Turns out this watch actually does have that underhand glow that I mentioned. It's very cool, very fun. I don't know how useful it is. I mean, you can clearly see the hour and minute hand, but without Lume everywhere else, it's not extremely useful, but super cool nonetheless.